Hi, my name is Ariana, and this is my infusion for the week. So, this week I decided to talk about the exercise that we did at the end of class last week, which was the one where we had spaghetti and we had to build the tallest tower. So, I actually really liked that exercise. I thought that it showed how different we all actually think and how you can approach a problem from five completely different perspectives, which I hadn't anticipated at all. And I think it was interesting because we all have different backgrounds. So, for example, I have a project management background, so I'm more interested in planning. So, in my head, I figured we needed to first plan the entire way of how we're going to build the tower before we actually built it, versus Thomas, who's built houses before and has that type of background. His mindset was to just go ahead and we just got to do it. We just got to build it. If something doesn't work out, we can fix it throughout. I thought that was really cool because it's a great example actually of how it is in the real world. You're going to always work with a team, and not everyone is going to be coming from the same background. Not everyone comes in with the same mindset. So you have to learn to work with each other, and you have to understand each other and find a common ground, because you can't just go one way or the other. You have to, for example, take my way. So plan, but also go ahead and start building the tower so that you have time and you can finish it. So I thought that was really cool. I really did like that. And then at the end of class, the statistic you showed about how it was like elementary school kids and preschool kids can do better than college kids and business majors, which I thought was incredible. But to me, it also makes sense because when you're a business major at that point, you've already learned that you're supposed to first plan and design and have your project plan first and then go along with this and this. But little kids, they just want to go ahead and they just want to start and do it. But what they're really doing is they're doing the agile method, which is you start it, and then if there's an issue, you test it, and then you do it again. You test it and you do it again. So you always go back to your user, to your customer, and you show them the final product. If they don't like something, you change it. But that way, you have a final product very early on in the process versus waiting until the very end to have the final product. Then something's wrong with that product, and you have to start all the way over. So the fact that my major actually came into this exercise, I found that to be really cool because I've worked in a few companies, and each company that I've worked with uses the Agile method. So this is the most popular method to use. I worked at Marriott International this past summer. I was a business analyst intern, so I analyzed different proposals. But some of the projects that were going on, they were using the Agile method. So I thought that was really cool. And then right now I work at the IT research park on campus, and I'm the project management intern. And these are two different companies. Marriott is a very large corporation, and SSI, the company I work for right now, is a very, very small company. It has about 30 to 50 employees, and they use the Agile method as well. So I found it interesting that it can work in two completely different environments. And yeah, so I really like the exercise. Talked about the Agile method. I think that you should do that exercise every year because I think it would surprise you every year how different groups approach the situation and who actually builds the tallest tower and who completely miserably fails like we did. I mean, I think that there could have been a lot of improvement that we should have done. Like, we should have started building it right away because the biggest issue was we ran out of time. And then Thomas, one of our group members, actually wanted to have it all have like the tall stick come from the side. I mean, I'm not an engineering major or anything, but I felt like it should be coming from the top. So, you build your base and then you build the top, and it comes from the top as opposed to coming from the side. So I'm not sure if maybe that's where we went wrong, but it ended up towering over and making us get into the negatives. So I think that was a big issue. But I mean, I think everyone, if they did the exercise again, like, we would be way more successful. But it's always fun to see initially when you don't really know how to approach it, how people go about it. And yeah, and that's all for this week. Thank you.